Hello.
Welcome to the Geeky Girls Knit podcast. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pearl.
I'm Dammy, also known as Dammy's Doodles.
And we're glad to have you today. Today is Wednesday, the 22nd of November, 2017, the day before Thanksgiving. So this will go live on Thanksgiving Day for everyone living in the U.S. Happy Thanksgiving. And this is episode 269. We'd like to say a big welcome back. We love you guys, to all our returning viewers, and a big hi to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. We hope you enjoy the show. Dammy, somebody introduced themselves in the Ravelry group this week. Why don't you give them a shout out?
Okay, Lexi, who is Lex from New York.
Welcome, we're glad to have you. So if somebody is not a member of our Ravelry group, what should they do and why?
You should join and introduce yourself in our introductions thread because you'll get a shout out on our next episode and be able to participate in all our owls and giveaways.
All right, well, we have quite a few things to talk about this week, so we probably should get started. Here we go.
Now we're going to talk about what is on our needles.
What's on your needles, Dammy?
I am still working on this sample for our Tickled Pink book. This is a Tickled Pink and Green Cowl. It's on US 4's 3.5 millimeter needles, and the yarn is Abstract Fiber and Malibu Sock in the Fresco y Seco colorway.
Okay, so you did a little bit of changing of things last night.
Yeah.
So you felt like there needed to be more of a certain design element?
Yes.
So you frogged.
Yeah.
Not completely. Right? You only frogged partially?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to say about it?
No. I thought we weren't supposed to talk about it.
Well, I was not talking in specifics. I was just saying, like, where you are in the process. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to say?
No.
Okay.
What are you working on?
So I actually have two things to talk to you about this week because I needed something that I could knit on in the dark for something we went to see. We'll talk about that in Yummies. But what I picked up to knit on is the socks that I had started before Nanny Swemo started. And these are my Llamacorns and Ferrets Oh My socks. This is from my French Vanilla Cappuccino sock pattern. I'm on US 1.5, 2.5 mil needles. And the yarn is Pandia's Jewels Super Sparkle in the Pink Fluffy Llamacorn colorway. That's what the main is. And the toes and heels are Rusty Ferret Yarns Quadruple in the Ferret Face colorway. So I had already finished this first sock before Nanny Swemo started. And I had cast on the toe and done just like maybe 5 rows on the foot. So I finished the foot while we were in that, well, I didn't finish. I had like 3 or 4 rows to go because I was trying to, I couldn't count the rows in the dark. So I was estimating where I needed to stop. So I just did, I had like 3 or 4 more rows to finish, and I finished the foot, and now I have just started on the heel right now. So those will be done pretty soon just because they just have a really short leg and then they roll down instead of having a regular cuff. And then the other thing, which has been my main focus, is my Nanny Swemo 2017 Puntilla sweater. So this is the Puntilla pattern by Joji Locatelli. I'm using US 2.5 3 mil and US 4 3.5 mil needles. And I'm using Knitting in France Sparkles in the Something About CC colorway and Ripples Crafts Hand-Dyed Yarns Sullivan in the Piqueen colorway. I have less than 900 stitches to finish, and I will be done. So I will be finishing today. So there is the body, which I frogged the ribbing and made the body like about 3 inches longer, and then redid the ribbing, and I've done the body lace detail. And I have done one of the sleeves lace detail. This will show better once I block it. I obviously haven't done that yet. So it's just got a nice lace pattern there. And then on the other sleeve, I have picked up and started on the lace, and I just need to finish it. And I will be done. Dammy, do you have any guesses as to how many stitches I'm going to end up with?
Well, yes, I know exactly how
Oh,
many.
I forgot I told you, didn't I?
Yes.
Over 100,000 stitches.
104,000.
Yeah, so well over double the minimum amount needed for Nanny Swemo, which is 50,000 stitches. Oh, I should tell them what it is in case they don't know. Nanny Swemo is a takeoff of NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month, where you write a novel of 50,000 words or more during the month of November. And so what I'm doing is Nanny Swemo, which is National Knit a Sweater in a Month, where you knit a sweater of 50,000 stitches or more in the month of November. And this is my 5th year. Yes, 5th year. And I have completed it every year with more than the amount of stitches that I need. So, yeah. So I should have this soaked and blocked and dried and everything so that I can show it properly next week for you. But I'll be finishing it today. Yay. And that's everything that's on my needles right now. I have several things that need to go on my needles as soon as I finish my Nanny Swimo sweater. So I will be doing that. So I think that's everything. So let's move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about her finished project.
One this week as usual. This is this week's Preemie hat, number 47 for the year, so I'm getting really close to 52. This is from my free top-down Preemie hat pattern that you can pick up on Ravelry. I did it on US 6's 4mm needles, and most of the yarns are unknown. The only ones I know are the darker purple and the lighter purple. Those are Fierce Fibers Springy Fingering in the Gradient Purple Lotus colorway, the medium, and the dark. So I just held various yarns doubled to make the hat, and it's fun neon color for the most part. So yeah, so that one's finished, another one done, and that's it. Let's move on to the next segment. And now it's time for our favorite part of the show, yummies. What are yummies, Dammy?
Yummies are our current favorite things, things we like, things we want to talk to you about.
Yummies. So, Dammy, why don't you start?
I got a new shirt.
We're going to try to remember to take a photo and put it in here.
Mm-hmm.
If not, you should put one on Instagram. Mm. Yeah. So, but tell us what this shirt is.
This shirt is from Ghost Quartet, which is one of Dave Malloy's, who wrote Great Comets, shows.
Okay, and so how did it come about that you were able to get it?
They had leftover t-shirts from their run off-Broadway at the New York Theater Workshop, and so they were selling the extras online.
And part of it's glow in the dark.
Yes.
So it's like the main image.
The album cover.
Yeah, and then it says Ghost Quartet in glow in the dark letters.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And it's very cozy.
Okay, I'm glad you like it. So we went to something this was like our birthday gifts to each other. We went and saw in a movie theater, which I am ruined for all movie theaters from now on, because this movie theater had recliners for every seat, and it was so clean. I'm not going to be able to go to any other type of movie theater again. So this was a one night only showing of the Broadway musical version of Irving Berlin's Holiday Inn. When was it filmed?
Late 2016, I think.
Okay. And are there names of anybody that they might know?
Bryce Pinkham, Corbin Blue.
Yeah,
I forgot the ladies' names.
That Corbin Blue from High School Musical from the Disney Channel.
He's been on Broadway before.
Yes, I know. I was just saying that's how I knew his name.
I've forgotten the ladies' names. I can't remember their names.
So, what did you think of it?
I liked it. What did you think of it?
I thought it was good, but it didn't stay true to the movie.
In what way?
Well, like, in the movie, she works at a flower shop?
I don't know. I don't remember the movie.
I have it for us to rewatch. I think she works at a flower shop, and he comes in, and that's how they meet. Instead of her being the daughter and losing the family farm to him. And there's the housekeeper in the movie has 2 little kids. And I'm trying to think what else. Anyway, there's quite a few differences. Which, I mean, there's always going to be differences when you translate from movie to musical, or musical to movie, or book to TV show, or whatever. but I was not expecting as much difference as they did. If I had not seen the movie, I would have thought, oh, this is amazing, this is awesome. And it was. They did an amazing job. It was way different than I expected. So, but it was a one-night only thing, and it was fun. And being in a movie theater, it was cheaper than theater tickets. So, okay. You want to say anything else about Holiday Inn?
No.
Okay. There is a trailer out for the Doctor Who Christmas special with, what's his name that's playing the first Doctor? David Bradley, who's playing the first Doctor. Peter Capaldi, who is the 12th Doctor. And Mark Gatiss, who's playing, we don't know, a World War I soldier. But I don't think we know what his role totally entails yet. But we do know that there's going to be regeneration into the 13th Doctor, apparently, I'm assuming in the Christmas special. Otherwise, it'll be, I guess, in the first episode of the next series, which will be in 2018. So, there's a link to that in the show. It's actually embedded in the show notes, so you can go watch it now. So, Dammy, you got a very important piece of mail this week. Mm-hmm. Would you like to share?
And you wouldn't give it to me without filming it.
I did. I filmed her reaction. Mm-hmm. You can see that on the Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you tell us what mail you got this week?
I got an acceptance letter from a college I applied to.
And what college is that?
Seattle Pacific University.
And not only did you get the acceptance letter, but you got awarded the trustee scholarship, which is a big deal. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So we are going to see about details, and this is for autumn 2018. Mm-hmm. So, congratulations. Okay, so the 5th annual Indie Designer Gift-Along started today, Wednesday, when we're recording this, on Ravelry. And so what it is this year there's over 300 designers have done a coupon code for 10 to 20 of their patterns to get them for 25% off for the next week. And then there is a 6-week along that goes with this where you can knit the designer's patterns. So there is a link in the show notes to both the designer gift along as well as to the bundle of my 20 patterns that you can get the discount on with the coupon code GIFTALONG 2017. Dammy's patterns, unfortunately, are not in it because you had to have 10 paid for patterns available to be able to participate. But next year you will have enough because...
Next year I will have, let's see, that's 9 plus 9. I will have 18, hopefully.
So you have 5 plus 4. Okay, yeah. So you should be able to participate next year. So don't miss out on getting those. And also, just a little teaser. We are doing something very fun and amazing. I know, I'm like, what is the shadow on me?
It's the sun.
I know, but look, do you see this weird, shadow?
It's that.
Okay. It's just weird. We have been prepping yesterday. I spent 5 hours on it. Prepping for a very, very special celebration of Christmas.
The holidays.
A
very special holiday sale.
Yes, we're calling it 25 Days of Christmas, but it's actually running for 31 days. But we will give you all...
So it's a lie.
It is a lie, but...
31 days of holidays.
Yes, but I've already called it 25 Days of Christmas, and I'm not redoing everything. So we will talk about everything in detail next week. We're going to focus on the gift along for this week. So, okay, do we have any other yummies, Tammy?
I don't think so.
That was a lot of stuff to talk about. All right, well then let's talk about our hashtag GGK Crafty Pad. What is it, Dammy?
It stands for Geeky Girls Knit Crafty Photo a Day Challenge. We have a list of photo prompts for each month. So you take a look at the prompt for that day, take a picture related to it, and post it anywhere you like. But we pick our favorites from Instagram. I'm trying to figure out what is going on here.
Yeah, and I just discovered that I am using the wrong yarn for the heel.
Ooh. I'm still thinking.
Well, I will have to rip back. So we are finishing up the month of November, which has been mostly about Thanksgiving and gratitude and such. And we will have the December list for you next week. Because I did that yesterday while you were doing something else. So I already put it all in the calendar and everything.
Oh, you could have told me to do that.
I know, but you were busy doing something else, so I just did it right quick. So we are about to show you
2 photos from us that we liked and 5 photos from other people that we liked.
Here come the photos. Those were our favorite photos. Great job, everybody. It's never too late to join in. Just take a look at the prompt for the day. For example, today, Wednesday, when we're recording, the prompt is recent FO. And do you know what I'm going to take a picture of?
What?
My sweater when it's done later today. You post it on Instagram. Make sure in the caption you use hashtag GGKCraftyPad because that's the only way we can find your photos. And if we can't find your photos, we can't choose you. So... and like I said, we'll be releasing the December list next week. Also, I have made an executive decision about my knitting. I am not tinking back the part of the heel that I have done while we've been podcasting. I just tinked back the row I was halfway done with and cut the yarn, and I'm just starting the correct yarn because, you know what? It'll be in my shoe. Nobody will know except me and all of y'all that are watching. But it's fine. Nobody will be able to see it when it's in my shoe. Executive decision
Unless
made.
you lose your shoe.
If I lose my shoe, we've got more problems than a few rows of a sock that's inside the shoe in the wrong color. The end. And we don't have any upcoming events to mention at the moment, but I know Madrona is coming up next year, I think in February, so might do that. And I'm still trying to see if things will work out for me to go to Stitches West. I don't know if you'll be able to attend as well. We will have to see because that's plane tickets to get down to California. And yeah, but we'll update you when we have the details of anything that we'll be attending upcoming. We are going to go visit a local yarn shop on Friday. So that should be fun.
Oh, yeah.
One we haven't been to yet. But even though it's Black Friday, I think it's just a normal day for them. So, yeah. We have been attending a knitting group on Wednesday nights. So that has been fun. Dammy's not going every week. But, yeah, it's been fun. And I'm enjoying it. Okay. I think we have quite a bit to talk about in the next segment. So we probably should move on.
Now we're going to talk about what we are reading, watching, and listening to.
Have you made any progress in your book?
Not really.
Maybe you should pick a different book. Maybe something that's...
There's just too many other things to do.
So, well then...
Listen to an audiobook.
Yeah, because somebody posted a link to it in audiobook.
That was War and Peace.
Oh, well, I'm sure we can find it in audiobook for you if you would like to listen to it. We also need to go get library cards, and they sometimes have audiobooks you can check out. So maybe we should check into all of that. You think? So, okay. Well,
what are you reading?
Okay, so I'm still reading my nonfiction Uninvited by Lisa Turkhurst and making good progress in that. And then fiction-wise, I believe all of these are Kindle Unlimited books. So I finished reading Frosting Disaster, which was a Sweetland Witch series book by Zoe Arden. I read The Chupacabra Catastrophe by Amanda M. Lee, that's the second book in the Charlie Rhodes Cozy Mystery series. I read To Trick a Witch by Juliet Harper, which is book 10 in the Jinx Hamilton mystery series. I read Rise of a Phoenix by Shannon Mayer, which is the third book in the Nyx series. I read The Girl Who Dared to Descend by Bella Forrest, which is the third book in the Girl Who Dared to Think series. And I read Wicked Hearts by Lily Harper Hart, which is the 9th book in the Ivy Morden mystery series. Out of all of those, I think The Girl Who Dared to Descend by Bella Forrest was probably my favorite, which surprised me because books 1 and 2 of the series were good, but yeah, I think this book 3 was just like really amazing how they dealt with things. So that is what I have been reading. I have not started another nonfiction because I just finished that last one last night before bed, so I will start a new one today. The Hubs and I have been watching Hallmark movies for the holidays because I love Hallmark movies. I confessed. I love Hallmark movies. So we watched Coming Home for Christmas, Christmas Homecoming, and A Gift to Remember. And I think A Gift to Remember, which we watched last night, is my favorite of all of them so far. It was this sweet young woman works at a bookstore, and she is trying to get to work, and a car pulls out in front of her bicycle, and she runs into the guy who has been smiling at her through the store window with his sweet puppy, and she knocks him over, and he hits his head and has amnesia, but she is okay because she was being safe and wearing a bicycle helmet, and she tries to figure out who he is, and it ends up a case of mistaken identity, and she becomes the general manager of the bookstore, and Christmas Eve, and then they fall in love. And
I'm getting a headache.
And they all live happily ever after. The end. It had some You've Got Mail kind of elements to it, but it was also the classic amnesia story. Yeah. So, we have several more to watch over this next week because of the holiday. So I also finished watching Series 3 of Poldark. Yeah. It went some places I was not expecting it to go. And it's kind of funny because I was trying to finish watching Series 3, and the friends that we're staying with, I think they finished Series 1 and maybe started Series 2, but occasionally you would get the theme song in like surround sound because we would be like listening in 2 different parts of the house at the same time. So Series 4 of that, I believe, comes out in 2018. I also watched Series 1 of Humans, which is another UK show about artificial intelligence. And it had the lady who played in the BBC Sherlock, who played Kitty. I don't remember which episode that was in.
Kitty?
Mm-hmm. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, she's in it. And yeah, it was like 8 episodes.
Oh, okay. I know what
Do you know who I'm talking about now?
Yes.
Okay. So, I was watching it based on a recommendation from my bestie Katie. So I haven't started Series 2 yet, and I believe it's been picked up again for Series 3. So, it definitely has some adult content, so don't watch it with your kids around. Okay, why don't you talk for a few minutes, because I've been jabbering.
I don't know what's...
NCIS.
We are watching season 15 of NCIS. She wrote all the commentary on this. McGee and Delilah are having twins, a boy and a girl! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. She told me to say those.
I love exclamation points, just FYI. Alright, and then the Hubs and I are watching season 4 of NCIS New Orleans. Pride went rogue to find Danny, who is Loretta's adopted son. Loretta is the medical examiner person. and who had been so Danny had been kidnapped by the people Danny's girlfriend, who is in witness protection, was going to testify against. Did you get all of that?
I feel like there's a better way to phrase that sentence.
I know, but I couldn't figure out how, so that's how I phrased it. The Hubs and I are also watching season 4 of The Flash. Barry's trying to teach Ralph about saving the innocent first instead of focusing on the criminal.
Who is Ralph?
Ralph is one of the metas that was made when Barry came back from the Speed Force. Okay. And he used to be a police officer, and then he was a private detective, and he blamed Barry for him getting fired from the police department, but now he's trying to be good, even though he's struggling, because he wants to focus on getting the bad guy instead of protecting the innocent. He's a bit more likable by the end of the episode. He has not been very likable thus far, but by the end of the episode, he was a little more likable. So, okay, why don't you talk now?
Okay, we're watching season 5 of The Blacklist, and we didn't realize this was the mid-season finale. No. But Tom found out who's in this suitcase thing, but in all the chaos of the episode, he was killed, and then Elizabeth has been in a coma for 10 months.
Holy crap. Exclamation, 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 exclamation points. What the crap? What? I don't even know. Yeah, this is another one that I was like, wait, what? What? And like you said, we didn't know it was the mid-season finale. It'll be back, I think, in January. You want to talk about the next thing, too?
Oh, we're watching season 13 of Criminal Minds. You wrote this. Why does it always have to be snakes? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Why does it always have to be snakes? I hate snakes. And anytime there's a snake somewhere, I'm like, why does it always have to be snakes? Which is Harrison Ford's line from Indiana Jones.
I think he has more than one line in Indiana Jones.
Yes, but that is the snakes line in Indiana Jones. Okay, I'm watching season 13 of Supernatural. Castiel is back, and Jack is struggling because he accidentally killed an innocent person, and he's afraid he'll hurt Sam/Dean/Castiel, so he left. Jack is the Nephilim.
I know, you say this every week.
Just telling you. Hubs and I are watching season 11 of The Big Bang Theory. Sheldon went behind the others' backs and pitched an idea to the military based on their prior research. Sheldon. And I'm watching season 6 of Arrow. Slade has a second son he didn't know about, and John came clean Delilah and the team, except Felicity, who was with Oliver, about the tremors he's having and the drugs he was taking to try to deal with it. Your turn again.
We are watching season 3 of Blind Spot. So it was flashbacks to Kurt and Jane's wedding. And then also Jane has a child that her mom made disappear 18 years ago. Ooh.
Yeah. Watching season 9 of NCIS LA, we got to meet Nell's big sister, who is also in the spy world. And Chegwin from JAG is Emily, who has also been in NCIS LA and I think the original NCIS as well, is looking for Hetty too. Your turn again.
We're watching season 3 of Supergirl, and Mon-El is back from the future and he's married. And Sam is the world killer, but I already know this.
So Mon-El was gone for 7 years, but it only seems like 7 months to Kara. And he had a beard. And it felt weird. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Sam, the world killer. Yeah, so she's from Krypton as well. Mm-hmm. Yikes. The hub said that he thinks he knows where this is going, even though he hasn't like followed the comic books. He thinks that he knows where this is going.
Okay.
So we'll see. And then I'm watching season 3 of Outlander, which is not safe for children. The books or the TV show, don't let your kids watch it. Okay, that's my disclaimer there. So episode 10 was called Heaven and Earth. It was a fairly slow-moving episode, but the relationship between Claire and Elias, who was one of... He was on the ship that Claire was taken to try to help the outbreak of the typhoid fever. And he was like assigned to assist her. And their relationship that built between the two of them was very moving. And then when he passed, because, oh gosh, that was very emotional. And then Jamie talking to Fergus about moving heaven and earth for the one he loves. That was very touching as well. And that's where the episode title, Heaven and Earth, came from. That's all the TV.
Okay.
What about listening to? I've listened a little bit to our Spotify Cece and Dammy Love Musicals playlist.
I've been listening to Hadestown, the concept album and the original cast album.
Yes.
And you should listen to it too. And if you live in Alberta, go see it in Edmonton.
Yes.
It's in its last 2 weeks.
So they're at the Citadel Theater?
Yep.
So on YouTube, on their Citadel Theater's YouTube channel, there's a 30-second promo and a 60-second promo. And now what is stuck in my head? Hades, Patrick Page, I kind of like him. Hades saying, "We build the wall," over and over. That is in my head. But I also watched the short little clips of the interview with Patrick Page and him talking about how he sought out the role after he heard about it. Mm-hmm. And they were like, "Of course we would like you to play this role." So that was awesome. And we haven't started on the holiday playlist yet, but we will get that done as soon as we can. Mm-hmm. So I have some thoughts about what I would like to see put on those. And that is everything for this week for reading, watching, listening to. So let's move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about our September, October, November Artistic Autumnal Owl.
That's right. So this is coming to an end. It started on the 1st of September and runs through the 30th of November, which is just a little over a week from now. It's for any project that you knit, crochet... Okay, wait. 2 main rules. First, it's for any project you knit, crochet, weave, or spin you can convince us is related to autumn. Your fallback is you created it in the autumn. Second main rule, no whips allowed. You had to start your project September 1st or later and finish it by next week, by the 30th of November. Feel free to poly dip in other owls as long as it meets the rules. We have lots of lovely prizes that are on the screen right now. If you would like to know more about them, you can go to
geekygirlsknit.com,
where there are larger photos and links to the shops, etc. A huge thank you to our sponsors for donating these prizes for the Along. We won't be awarding them next week. Because I think Wednesday is the 30th next week, which would make it be the last day.
No, Wednesday will be the 29th. So.
Oh, Thursday's the 30th. Yes. So we will announce the winners on the first podcast in December, which is the 6th of December. You have to be, did I say thank you to the sponsors? Yes, I did. You must be a member of the Geeky Girls Knit Ravelry group to participate. Every project you post in the FO thread counts for 1 entry into the giveaways. The hashtag is hashtag GGKAutumn17. We'll lock the FO thread the morning of the 1st of December, so that's next Friday. And then, as I said, we'll announce winners on the first podcast in December. If you are a winner, you have 30 days to claim your prize or you forfeit it. There's a chatter thread in the Ravelry group where you can encourage each other along the way. And Dammy also gives shout outs there to people who finish projects. And so, Dammy, why don't you also give them a shout out here on the air?
On the air?
Yeah, because we're live on the air right now.
Not really.
Not really.
Okay. Your hands.
Sorry.
Allie B Creations, Allison Roseboom, Asteroid, Bindi J, BZ Mom of 2, Carrie Ann 77, Country Bumps, Delaney 33, Dueling Needles, Falling Star 12, Felipa MC, Frymeister, Fun Friend, Girl in Knots, Hazy Summers, Hook and Stick, I Knit Socks 2, Inky Minky 184, Jamie BB 1975, Jilarima, Kana Soup, Knit Central, Knitter Gatherer, Nitty Moomin, Little Angel SG2, El McCall, Mamma Mia 64, Maria Wilhelmina, Mockingbird Maid, MVA 5493, Psycho Hulakian, Pukaz Lagrada, Shirley Murley, SLC3, Sylvia 1002, Tabby S80, Twisting Pearls, and VT Kimmy Kim.
Great job, everybody. So get those projects finished and get them posted in the FO thread, and we will also announce our Winter Wonderland along next week, since that'll be starting next Friday. Yeah, but it's the same rules. It's just for December, January, February. So, all right, let's move on to the next segment.
And now it's time for Ask the Geeky Girls, the part of our show where you ask us things and we try to answer them.
The question is for you this week, Dammy.
Oh.
So this is from Jenny, who is Jenny for Reels on Ravelry. She is from Missouri, and she asks, Dammy, what type of kitty are you hoping for? I've always wanted an orange cat or a calico, but sometimes you can't always be picky about what you end up with. What color cats make your heart go pitter-pat? That rhymes. Sorry for that. The kitty at the house we're staying at, we can see, was trying to get into something she should not have gotten into. So we had to take a quick break. So, Dammy, what color cats make your heart go pitter-pat?
All of them.
Aww.
All of them. Even black cats, because there's nothing wrong with black cats.
No, there's not.
And Sphinx kitties.
Those ones do not make my heart go pitter-pat. The hairless ones especially. Oh.
Sphinx are hairless.
Oh, hairless cats specifically do not make my heart go pitter-pat.
They're really sweet and soft, and you can knit them sweaters.
They creep me out a little bit, please. Sorry.
They just don't have any hair.
They creep me out.
Daddy doesn't have any hair. Does he creep you out?
No, but...
He's bald.
Yeah. So if you were to go get a kitty today, what would you want?
I don't know. I saw one, like a picture of one that had like cute little spots on it. It had like orange and purple. It looked like one of those little Debbie snacks when it was sitting like a loaf.
Oh.
I can't remember what kind it was. It wasn't the zebra one, but it was like one of the little squishy cake rolls that had spots on it.
So we've talked about the Whiskers and Purrs Instagram account where the lady from Canada is fostering cats.
Yes, I can't remember what province she's in.
I don't either. But I love when she does videos or pictures of the one that's got the spots on its belly. And the one that has a freckle on its nose.
All of them are getting freckles on their noses.
So, what kind of cat would you want to get?
I don't know. I would get a Sphinx kitty, because it sounds like people might not love them as much as a regular hairful cat.
I don't know, they creep me out a little bit, sorry.
And maybe an older cat too, because older cats need love.
Yeah. When we get one, we need one that is a short hair.
Or medium hair.
Probably not medium, probably just short hair because... And last time I looked on the Humane Society's website, most of the cats they had were short hair. So, just because of allergy issues, if they've got more hair, I'm going to have issues with that. But we saw some kitties this week on the interwebs that had lots of hair, and they were so squishy.
Squishy? Or are you talking about Bonnie and Clyde?
Maybe. I don't remember.
They're really fluffy ones with blue eyes.
Yeah, maybe. They're so squishy. So squishy. So, hopefully we'll be getting a place of our own soon, and we can get cats. I'm excited.
Not the musical.
No.
No.
You had a song from the musical in your head. So
There was an ad for it at Holiday Inn.
So I have, we build the wall, we build the wall, we build the wall.
That's not how the song goes, though.
But that line that he says in the promo, we build the wall, and that's what's in my head, and you have cats in your head. So, Jenny, did we answer your question? Did Dammy answer your question? All the cats make her heart go pitter-pat. So thank you so much for the question, Jenny. If somebody has a question for us, what should they do?
Go to our Ask the Geeky Girls thread in our Ravelry group and post it.
That's right. All right, moving on to the next segment. We made it to the end of the show. Yay! So we have a reminder for you of the giveaway that we're doing for the Impware Home Vintage Lunch Sack.
That can be used as a project
yes. So we reviewed this in last week's episode. We'll be awarding the giveaway of it next week in episode 270. So check out the giveaway thread in the Ravelry group if you want to be entered. I don't think there's any other announcements because we're just on a normal schedule right now. So we'd like to say a huge thank you. We love you guys. To everyone who supports the podcast in whatever way you do. And a very special thank you to those of you who support it financially, because it just costs money to make this show happen and to send out prizes and all that jazz. So there's 3 main ways you can support the podcast financially. First is Patreon, which is a site where you pledge a certain amount a month to your favorite creatives, and you get a reward based on the level you support us at. So if you'd like to know more about that or want to sign up, go to
patreon.com/geekygirlsnet.
What's another way?
There is a PayPal button in the sidebar of our website if you would like to make a one-time donation.
And we are amazon.com.co.uk and .ca affiliates. If you're going to be shopping on Amazon, especially over the Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend, and or for Christmas or other winter holidays, if you click through our website first before you shop, we get a little money back based on what you purchase. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it's a great way to support the podcast by doing something you'd be doing already anyway. So, to find out more about any of these or to find us online, Dammy?
You can go to geekygirlsnet.com, and there are links to everywhere else we are online: YouTube, iTunes, Ravelry, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
That's right. Well, with that, we'll tell you goodbye. We hope you have a lovely rest of your week. Happy Thanksgiving to all of our U.S. viewers, and happy knitting. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Because you are brilliant and amazing and caring and loving and empathetic and creative, and I'm lucky to be your mama.
Okay.
My Rory.
Okay.
She's the Rory to my Lorelai. Gilmore Girls, in case you don't know. Anyway, I'm very proud of you, babe.